President Muhammadu Buhari has described the attacks on the Owerri Custodial Center and Police Command Headquarters in Imo State as an act of terrorism. He condemned the incidents, which he said were insurgent attacks on the facilities in the Imo State capital on Monday. Channels Television had reported that a total of 1,844 prisoners, were released during the early morning attacks on the custodial center and police headquarters. The president praised the initial response by the security guards and security forces. He praised them. He said they prevented greater loss of life and the destruction of public property. His spokesman, Garba Shehu, said in a statement hours after the attacks, according to him, President Buhari has directed the security and intelligence agencies in the state and in the southeast to fully mobilize and go after the assailants, whom he described as terrorists. He asked them to be apprehended and to get them punished under the full weight of the law. He also called for the best efforts to be made to rearrest fleeing prison detainees, many of whom were said to be deadly criminals. The president appealed to the people to assist the law enforcement agencies with relevant information that could lead to the arrest of the criminals who attacked the custodial center and the police headquarters. He also urged them to be vigilant, saying everybody has a stake in preserving the way of life from disruption by terrorists and anarchists. According to Shehu, the federal government will use every available tool at its disposal to confront and terminate such barefaced anarchy. Now, before the attacks on the correctional service and police facilities, the assailants were said to have chanted solidarity songs at the government house roundabout in Owerri for about 30 minutes. When the custodial center came under attack, one person suspected to be a fleeing inmate was hit by a bullet while carrying his traveling bag. During the attack on the Imo State Police Headquarters, Command Headquarters, the gunmen also burnt almost all the vehicles parked at the Command Headquarters. Now, I believe the question that a lot of people want to ask is this: do we have terrorists in the south of Nigeria, the southeast of Nigeria? That is the question. Now, an act of terror can be, described in there are several parameters. There are certain parameters that determine what terrorism is. And I believe that this present government, this present regime, administration, and even previous governments, I think the parameters fit them. They are terrorists. They are also terrorizing the people. And the people are reacting. Look at the way many of these criminal politicians steal money, they take abroad. Is that not terrorism? You are terrorizing the people and they are reacting. And definitely, look at what happened at Lekki Toll Gate and many other things that we most of the time probably forgot. Look at what happened. The government does not care about the rule of law. If you take your case to the court or the government takes you to the court because you're seeking for what everybody, human rights and all of that, the government do not mind to send in the DSS to terrorize you. We've seen countless. Look at what happened to Nnamdi Kanu. This man was simply asking for what every other person is asking for. What happened next? They felt that the only way they could answer to this is to probably kill him and kill any other people demanding for this. But look at what's happening in the northern part of Nigeria, where we have bandits, criminals, terrorists being granted amnesty and they are giving money. We saw these things. DSS did not go there to attack them or arrest them. Gumi met with them. Sheikh Gumi, he met with them close to one of the posts of the DSS. We never heard that the police came there to attack them. What if it were IPOB or any other group that met somewhere and they decided to have a talk, like a kind of dialogue? I believe by now we would have been talking of bloodbath. What are we talking about here? Who is fooling who? Most of the time their excuses are, well, when the Niger Delta militants started busting pipelines and when kidnapping became a business in the southeast of Nigeria, what did anybody say? Goodluck Ebele Jonathan granted them amnesty. Until today, they are collecting money and amnesty money. Many of them have gotten money out of this. These are signs of a cancerous society. All of this are signs. I'm not partisan, and I'm not here to support one tribe over the other. The point here is this: things are not working in that contraption called Nigeria. A lot of things are wrong. There are certain value systems that need to be looked into. A lot of things are very wrong. A lot of things are not working. And that's the reason why people will react this way. I'm not a supporter of people being, busted out of prison, because for real, we have people who are supposed to be in prison. We have people who are supposed to rot in prison. Not everybody in prison can be tagged as an innocent person. There are a lot of very terrible people who found rapists. We found a lot of ritualists. We found a lot of terrible people who should be in prison. But now, many of them have been sprung. They are out there. And Buhari decided to talk all the way from the United Kingdom. Leadership failure. That is just what it is. Leadership failure. We cannot even call them leaders. They are rulers. So definitely, we have the leadership failure. We have structural failure. We have the system is not just in place. A lot of things are terribly wrong. That is why these things are happening. Well, let me go through one or two few comments and see what people are saying out there. Someone said, but you, Buhari, you refuse to condemn and classify the actions of bandits, Fulanis, that are raving and roving here and there as terrorism. How can you quickly define what happened just now as an act of terrorism? And that's the problem. Buhari did not address the issues in the north of Nigeria, among his own kinsmen, among his own ethnic group, among his own tribe, among people who practice the same religion as his own. He did not. He did not tempt them and tag them as a terrorist organization. This is terrorism. This is not just armed robbers. Bandits are not just armed robbers. Yes, they might have the name bandits, but these guys are terrorists. Armed robbers don't go around with the kind of machine guns, and they are even thinking of buying some extra ammunitions and weapons that they could use to shoot down aircraft. Which armed robber does that? That's not banditry. That's terrorism. This is terrorism. He did not deem it fit to tag them as that. He's protecting his own and trying to kind of call other people, enemies and villains and all of that. No, this does not work this way. Well, I don't know what your thoughts are as regards this one. This is heavy, as Buhari is waiting to come back, if he does come back, to increase the violence right there in the southeast of Nigeria. They've already mapped what they will do. They've already mapped what they will do in the southwest and in the southeast of Nigeria. Right now, the southeast is being attacked with the military. That is what the approach is. While the southwest of Nigeria, they are making use of propaganda, making use of herdsmen who come, they call themselves herdsmen, but we know they are terrorists. This is not going to be the same, and it is not going to continue. What about what happened to Otom? Is that not an act of terrorism? They were about to kill him. They were about to assassinate him. This is also terrorism. Let us be realistic. This is also an act of terrorism. This is double standard. All the killings and wanton destruction of properties and infrastructures, including rape, kidnapping, all of these, notwithstanding the region or the tribe or the ethnic group, all of this should be tagged as terrorism. You are terrorizing the life of other people. That's just what it is. But from all indications, from all what we can see, it is all about double standard. How do you think Nigerians will survive this before 2023 or by 2023? That is the question that we should all be asking, because a lot is still going to happen.